This day could not get any more frustrating, and I want to cry. I had a microphone issue, and then I had a focus issue that I didn't notice until the end of 2 whole videos. So, when life throws you lemons, you throw them back at it. So, we're gonna film it again. Hi guys, it's Talia, and I'm coming to you with my first to be read TBR video. This is my TBR list for the month of June. I'm excited for all the entries. It looks like an ambitious list, but I believe I can do it, so let's go through the categories. First category I have is Intro to New Series. As I get more and more into my fantasy reads, I discover more series that I want to read, and every month I want to start a couple of new series here and there. This month's first new series is going to be the original Mistborn trilogy. I'm starting with the first book, obviously, Mistborn: The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson, and I read Warbreaker before. If you haven't heard my review about that, I'm going to link my recent reads video down below, but I loved his writing and I want to discover the Cosmere a little bit more. The only thing I know about this series is that the magical people are called Mistborn and are looked down upon, but I need no other intro to this. It's Sanderson. I'm pretty sure it's going to be amazing. We'll see my review in the June wrap-up. The second series I want to start is Vicious by V.E. Schwab. I think it's a duology right now. We have Vicious and then Vengeful. It has the friends turn enemies trope, which I'm very interested in reading, and one of the friends comes out of prison and they're seeking revenge on each other, and we're trying to figure out why. I'm excited. I love Schwab's writing, and I'll let you know my thoughts. The other first book in a series I want to start is Foundryside by Robert Jackson Bennett, and I've heard this book praised so much on BookTube, and the premise honestly seems very interesting to me. The magic system is a hard magic system, so the rules are very precise. Another aspect of the magic in this book is that you can bring inanimate objects to life, which I'm very interested in reading about, and our protagonist lives in the slums of the city that this story takes place in, and I heard the dialogue in this book is on fire. Like, sarcastic, very funny. Hoping it's gonna be a fun read. I'll let you know. The second category in my TBR is continuations of series that I've read, and the first book I have for this category is The Tombs of Atuan, I believe, by Ursula K. Le Guin. And I started her Earthsea cycle last month. I read The Wizard of Earthsea. I loved it. You can hear me praise it in my May wrap-up video, which I'll link down below. But I want to continue on with Ged's adventures, so I'm going to be reading the second book in that list. The other continuing series in my list is the Science in the Capital series by Kim Stanley Robinson. I'm reading the second book, which is 50 Degrees Below. I read the first book, 40 Signs of Rain, a while back when my dad recommended this author to me, and I'm gonna be honest, these books are not easy to read. It took me half a book to get into the writing, but when I got through it, the plot kind of drew me in more because it's about global warming and politics getting in the way of timely action for that, and I'm very interested in that topic. The second book is about us, humanity, facing a global crisis. Global warming can ironically drag us into a new ice age, basically, and I'm excited to see where it goes. I hope I can cope with the writing, but we'll see what happens. The next category, mystery/thriller. I love this category because this means I'm gonna have a book that I can finish in one day. That's what mystery does to me. I cannot stop reading it. And the book I picked for this category is Night Film by Marisha Pessl. I've heard so much about this book, not about the plot, but just about how much people love it. We have a girl that's been murdered, but her murder was ruled as suicide, but a guy wants to uncover the truth, so he starts investigating, and the girl's dad is a legendary cult horror movie producer, director, something like that, and he hasn't been seen in public in over 30 years, which is very mysterious and eerie, and I love it. And this setup can go in so many directions. I'm excited to see the direction Marisha Pessl took it in. I'm hoping this will blow my mind. I'm okay with not being able to sleep for a week. It's okay. as long as I get a thrill. My next category, classics. If you know me a little, you know that I like to read my classics from time to time, and from now on, I'm gonna try to read at least one each month so that I can keep up with my classics while increasing my fantasy reads, because that's what I'm enjoying most right now. The classic that I chose for the month of June is Madame Bovary by Gustave Flaubert, and I heard so many mixed feelings about this. People love it, people hate it. I think I'm gonna like it because from the setup, it seems like something that I'll be interested in. We follow Emma Bovary, who is a beautiful French lady who is bored in her marriage and pursues passion in every aspect of her life, but then that backfires and her life basically crumbles into pieces. And I guess I like reading people's lives get torn apart. I don't know. I like the idea of this book taking a dark turn, and that made a lot of people dislike it, but I think it's gonna be a positive thing for me. The literary fiction entry for this month is gonna be Name of the Rose by Umberto Eco. I've been meaning to get into this author's work for a while now, and my dad also recommended his books to me a while back, and I just never had the time, but I'm excited to get into it now. Name of the Rose is his first published book, and that is the recommended reading order because he tends to reference his previous books in other books. And this particular book is a historical fiction, but it also has a mystery element because there's an investigation going. There's a suspicion of heresy, and I'm intrigued. I hope I'll love it, and I'll be sure to let you know what I think about Eco's writing style as well. The last book I have on my list is a collection of stories by Andrzej Sapkowski because I want to get into the Witcher world. And I'm going to be reading The Last Wish, which is short stories from the Witcher universe where I can get to know a couple of the characters before I delve into the actual story. I watched this TV series before I read anything about it, and people who have read the books left so many bad comments on the TV series itself, and I want to see what the fuss was about. I tend to like books over TV series anyways, so I'm excited to get into this dark and twisted and exciting universe. That was it for my to-be-read list for the month of June. It does seem like a very ambitious list. I have 9 books on there, but I think I'll be able to get through it because, one, lists make me ambitious, so unless I can tick off everything from that list, I'm gonna be restless, so we're not having that. And second, we have so much time in our hands that my reading volume has tripled, and I think I can get through it. Maybe I can read even more. Maybe I'll just not like some of them and not finish them. We'll see. And you can hear my reviews of those books in my June wrap-up video. Let me know if you're interested in any of the books I mentioned, or if you've read them, if you've liked them or not. Please no spoilers. And as always, thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Bye!